Hello everyone. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, today's Wednesday. I hope y'all are having a beautiful day. I am having a great day. And I wanted to jump on and share with you about that because I think, we convey our message online. I share a lot about doing the work. I've been talking a lot about that lately. Do the work, get consistent, all that kind of stuff. But I think it's really important to share both sides of that coin and what that looks like in my business and what that can look like in your business. So what am I doing today? Well, right now I'm sitting outside. It's so pretty out here. Sorry if you can hear the wind. Because I just got done with a run, which is why I'm sweating, so ignore that. Actually got done with my second walk of the day because this morning I actually went down to the beach and walked and hung out there for a little bit. So yeah, why am I telling you this? Well, first, what did I do today? Okay. I got up this morning, I relaxed, I had one client call, which was great. Then I went to the beach and ran and took a walk on the causeway and played in the water for a little bit. Then I went and got takeout for lunch at a place I really love. Then I came home and took a nap. And then I just went on another little mini run walk around my neighborhood because it is gorgeous out today. And I'm going to get a massage in just a little bit, so this is going to be kind of short. But here's why I'm sharing that. Not to be like, isn't my day great? But to be like, this also is doing the work, right? So one of the things I've been talking about a lot lately is be consistent, show up, do the work, right? And yes, and also this is part of the work, right? So most of you know that last week, or the week before last, actually, I took my husband to the emergency room. He ended up being really sick and having pneumonia. I then got the flu, probably from being at the emergency room with him. Then I had the flu for about a week and 4 days, really, really bad. And, kind of got back into work and life yesterday, which, hashtag irony, because that's when my launch ended. And, so today, it would have been really easy to do all the work, right? I haven't been showing up as much as I normally do because of all the, health stuff. And so today it would have been really easy to be like, oh, gotta jump in, gotta do the work. But here's the thing. This is the work too, right? So I just had a pretty stressful couple weeks. My body's gone through a lot. My brain has gone through a lot. I certainly pulled back, from my launch to take care of myself, but definitely all that is really stressful. So the piece of doing the work, and what I mean when I say do the work all the time, is mindset, strategy, execution, right? So today is my mindset day, and that's why I spent time at the beach and, got myself takeout and I've been getting a massage, right? Because that is also the work. Hey, Linz, oh, you're going to like this. Did you hear what I did today? I had the best day. So that is what I want to share. That's what I want to remind you today, is that you have to know what your work looks like, right? So for me, I'm really good at working hard. I'm a high achiever. I'm a high performer, always have been, always will be. So sometimes my work is not doing the work because that is the mindset work that I need to do, right? I spent a lot of time journaling this morning as well. Yours might be the opposite. Maybe you really do the mindset work a lot. And so for you, doing the work means showing up and taking action and doing the work, right? But the point of me saying, do the work, let's get real, do the work, is figure out what your work is and do that. Don't figure out what Lacey's work is. Don't figure out what Lindsay's work is, right? Figure out what your work is and do that, because that is when consistency really matters. That is when you're showing up at your fullest, right? So yes, I'm a huge proponent of consistency, showing up every day, all of that, but I have two Lindsays here. I don't get it. Oh, Lindsay Nelson. Hi. I was like, are you like feeling multiple personalities today, or what's going on? You confused me. But yeah, that's the important part to remember when I say like show up every day and your business will grow every day. Well, I'm showing up, taking care of myself today, and that's going to grow my business, right? Because that's my edge, and my challenge point sometimes is, you know, the mindset and the self-care. Like, I'm good at doing the work. So figure out what it is for you. If it's, I'm really great at doing the mindset and self-care, and it's hard as shit sometimes to just show up in my business and get visible each day. Good, then that's your work, and that's what I mean by do the work consistently, right? So think about on the mindset, strategy, and execution framework what your work is. Where is the piece? Where is the edge? Where is the thing that you let slack off, and that is your work, right? So in a couple of my posts lately when I've said like do the work, some people are like, what if I'm doing the work and I'm not seeing the result I want? I'm doing the work all the time. I'm working 80 hours a week and I'm not seeing the result. Maybe your work looks like my work did today, right? Like maybe it looks like going to the beach and taking care of yourself and, you know, taking some downtime even when there's 100 things to jump back into, right? Lindsay says, do your work. Yes. Barb says, this is such a neat perspective because I usually feel guilty when I show up for myself. I do it anyway, but I can't help but thinking I should be doing more. Totally. And I think that's like a pretty typical high achiever feeling, right? To feel like it's all about the work. I gotta do the work. But if you can see this as part of your work, right? Like if I can see today as like being at the beach, getting a massage, whatever is part of my work, then like it kind of erases the guilt, right? Because this is all part of the grander picture of me like eating, sleeping, breathing, and doing my own work, right? Like I can't get on a phone call and tell one of my clients that she needs to be whatever, you know, taking care of herself more, and then refuse to show up for that myself because somehow I'm, you know, not part of that rule, or it doesn't apply to me, or like everybody else should take care of themselves, but I have to do the work, right? And it would be easy to do that, especially because I've kind of taken 2 weeks pretty easy, but those weren't nourishing weeks, right? Like I wasn't taking 2 weeks easy and like really nourishing myself. I was like taking care of a sick husband, and we all know how fun those are, right? And then I was taking care of a sick Lacey. So this is my day to like nourish and recharge, because if I don't do that, I can't do the other good work that I want to do, right? Like the strategy and execution piece. So I'm going to I am going to go get a massage and enjoy the rest of my work day. But I just want you to think about that. Like, what piece of the work can I do? What's my work today? You know, what needs to be my work? If I look at mindset, strategy, and execution, what piece of that am I really showing up for, and what pieces of that am I not showing up for? And how can I do that work? And then I'd also say, you know, how can you be in gratitude that you have a business that allows you to decide what doing the work looks like, right? So like today, as I'm like going to the beach and like getting a massage, like I am in so much gratitude that I have a business where I get to do the work of mindset, strategy, and execution, right? Like that is the biggest gift in the world, right? So don't feel like this is a pressure thing, like now I have to go figure out how I can do more work and better work and whatever. Go be in gratitude that you have a business where you get to decide what the work looks like for you every day and what you need to show up as the best version of yourself, because you truly are the best and most important asset in your business, right? So I'll be back at the work tomorrow in a different way. Like I have a full day of client calls. I'm going to be executing on a bunch of different stuff. I'm going to be showing up at my value-centered sales group. All that's great, right? But for today, the work looks like sitting outside and enjoying this beautiful day. It looks like getting a massage. So be in gratitude that you get to do that work. Think about what that looks like for you, and comment below and tell us what your work looks like now. Lindsay says, love this. I've been taking it easy too. I had an energy session and then spent some time in the sun. Going to bring my notebook outside to plan for challenge. Beautiful. Love that. Feels so good just to like sit in the grass, doesn't it? All right. So hope you all have a beautiful day. do your work, figure out what that means for you, give yourself permission to do that work, and I will talk to you later. Bye.